What's up guys, Talresin here with another video for Everybody's Golf Hotshots. In this video I want to sort of address one of my main problems or issues or concerns with the game, and then I want to make the majority of the video about explaining how we can sort of overcome that with the settings that are built into the game. Overall, I'm really enjoying the game and I'm over 100 hours in now, and it definitely feels like a classic Hotshots game still. I'm enjoying all the old characters and all the old courses and like the nostalgia of standing over putts that I had 10, 15 years ago. That's all been really cool. But there's been one sort of standout issue that's sort of been, that gets in the way of the game being great for me. Yes, there are a ton of different visual and technical bugs in the game, but most of those are, things you can live with. The replay system doesn't appear to be working very well right now, but again, that's not really, affecting gameplay at the highest levels. Um, I could mention the horrible, atrocious, horrific alternate shot chapters in the World Tour where you're playing with somebody that has the golf IQ of a goldfish against two guys that are playing like Scotty Scheffler. So that's been probably the least amount of fun that I've had in this game or in any Hot Shots game maybe, but that's actually, again, you get through those. You never have to do them again, and we can look past that. My main problem with the game is just how easy it is. These are basically the strongest Hotshots characters we've ever seen, and I think there's a few things that are contributing to that. First and foremost, obviously, is the food and these pumped up max stats. Um, Again, outside of Everybody's Golf 17, having a character with all S stats is completely unheard of, let alone a character that hits it 377. So the fact that you're boosting power to basically custom club levels and everything else is S tier means you're playing statistically, out on the course in terms of how much you're being punished by impact and turtle and rabbit shots. You're playing the most forgiving characters in the history of the franchise by a significant margin. And then you add on top of that these special modes that they're getting, and with the sticker being, so that they're getting 6 of these around potentially, tons of power shots, backdoor up 40%. You know, this is the ball just goes in if it's even near the hole. So this is a very, very forgiving Hot Shots character, and basically unlike anything that we've ever seen in the past era. I went back and checked to look at what Kat's stats were in World Invitational. This is with the like maxed out level 6 clubs and everything. She was hitting it 320 with like terrible control, terrible impact, and then decent, spin and side spin. But nothing like this. Nothing like this. So if you look at my scores from World Invitational playing on Cat, like they're gonna get destroyed in this game because these characters are so much better. Ultimately, what makes Hot Shots great is that it rewards two aspects of the game: your decision making and course management, and then your execution. Okay, both of those things need to be present in order for skills to be really selected for at the highest level. Unfortunately, this game just de-emphasizes the execution aspect too much, and your perfect impact percentage doesn't matter as much as it should. How many times you hit a rabbit or turtle shot doesn't matter as much as it should. And the person at the end of the day who's playing the best hot shots, making the most perfect impacts, avoiding the most rabbit turtles, are they going to win the game? Well, I feel like in this game, those two things are more decoupled than they ever have been, and it's so easy. It's not punishing, and it's not rewarding high execution either. Where, I've had rabbits and turtles almost go in because the control and the impact and everything is just so forgiving in this game. So while ultimately the game still feels like an old school Hot Shots game because of the mechanics, what's sort of making it not feel that way for me is how easy it is and how forgiving it is, and how it's crazy that we're playing these characters with all this stuff when back in the day, you didn't have near as much going for you. Now, the good news is that we are saved and that there are some settings that we can use in this game if we want to have the, quintessential Hot Shots experience. While yes, the mechanics are the same, the courses are the same, we're playing characters that have, much more grounded stats, and they haven't been boosted through food. That is in the game under what they call fair play mode. So let me just explain how that works, how you can set it up. And already people like in the competitive Discord are already gravitating towards this. There's a lot of speculation that the online mode is going to be using fair play mode. But I'm just happy it's in the game so that once, my friends and I have gone through and we've leveled up all the characters and unlocked everything, and we're not just trying to play to level up characters. When we actually go to play hotshots against each other, we will very be likely be using fair play mode and some of these other settings that I'm going to talk about here. So to access fair play mode, what we're going to do is we're going to go into the training. We're going to adjust the rules here, and we're going to scroll over to the rules, and we're going to apply the fair play rule. So what that does is that all players have the same conditions, i.e. fixed stats, max loyalty, and gear rules. So basically you still get the max stats of or you still get the max loyalty of your character, I should say. So you have a 50, you're going to have a 50 loyalty character. They're going to have all the shots unlocked. You can triangle and circle and all that. But the stats are going to be their base stats. Okay? And so here's how that works. We're going to set it to here to fair play rule. We're going to go to the training course here. And now you see all of the characters have their food bonuses removed. And these are just the baseline characters now. Okay, so there's only a few that hit it far. So Gloria hits it far, Max hits it far, and LJ, who I don't have, hits it far as well. But you can see these are more in line with what a normal character in the history of hotshots looks like. So if I want to play Gloria now and hit it 332, which is 40 yards less than I'm hitting it with the food bonus and everything, I have E impact, B spin, D side spin, still pretty decent control. So spoiler alert, Gloria actually is going to be pretty good in fair play mode as well. Okay, so that's how we get rid of the food bonus. Great. And you can see what sort of characters you want. It does sort of get into a problem now of like, okay, well now we're back in this situation where only 2 or 3, like probably Max, Gloria, and LJ are the only 3 viable characters if you're looking to compete in fair play mode, because you simply can't play a guy that hits it 244 against somebody who's hitting it 330 off the tee. Like that's just not feasible. Okay, so that's step 1, is the fair play setting. And if you want to see their stats, you can go into the training mode and look at all their stats. Because once you sort of get out of this, it's back to the regular crazy stats. So when you're in the so now we're back. See, now we're back to the boosted stats. So it's not going to show you what the character's base stats are in this screen. So you're going to have to kind of like it's a terrible way of doing it in my opinion. You need to be able to flip between their base stats and their boosted stats at any given time. But anyway, that's not going to show up in here. What you're going to do is when you create the room, again, so once we're in this screen, again, we're going to come over here to the modifiers and we're going to turn fair play mode on. Okay, so now we have fixed stats, max loyalty, but we still have those special modes. And if you want in your personal rounds with you and your buddies or whatever, if you want to just get rid of that, you can just say get rid of special mode. Perfect. Problem solved. I wish there was a naked caddy option, but there isn't. You obviously just have to sort of agree to play with a naked caddy. And again, like in the Discord, where I'll link the Discord in the video here if you're wanting to sort of play more competitively against the stronger players, and there is some stronger players in there, believe me. They're already gravitating towards this sort of setup where they just want to play straight up hotshots. They want fair play mode. They want no powers. They want no caddy stickers. Everybody just wants to play regular straight up hotshots, and I'm definitely in that camp as well. And I hope that when rank does come out, it looks a lot like it has fair play mode, potentially no powers, or at least no caddy stickers. Because even if they allow just the one or two powers, I think that's fine. What truly breaks the special modes is the special mode sticker, which feeds you an additional 4 during a round if you put 2 of them on. So now we go to a huge number of these special modes, and they become too strong. But if you want to play standard hot shots, this is the way to do it. Fair play mode, no specials, naked caddies, no stickers. Just go out there and play like the old days. And yeah, I'm excited to get through this game and finish unlocking everything and finish the colossal grind that is unlocking all the stuff in this game. But when I do, I imagine that most of my future play will be in fair play mode, because that is the quintessential Hot Shots experience. That is what truly makes the game play and feel like those old Hot Shots games from the Golden Era, World Invitational, Out of Bounds, and 4. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the course.